Good morning, my dancing friends. I'm so happy to see you today. I've finished my chores. I hope you've finished yours. Let's go and find our dancing ways. Good morning, boys and girls. I'm so happy to see all of you. My chore this morning was putting up these nice gifts that my son Jonah was brought last night by his friend and their family. Jonah is 16 years old and he loves to be active. He plays soccer all the time and loves to be with friends. And during this whole 5 weeks of stay safe, stay home, Jonah has had pneumonia. So it's been kind of hard for him to not even go outside in our backyard and dribble the ball a little or do something. He's been a really good sport about it and stayed happy and positive. But his kind friend and their whole family came to our front porch last night, staying 6 feet away, but they brought him this nice poster and these beautiful flowers to cheer up his day and to just let him know that they're thinking about him and praying for him and wishing him well. That brought our whole family so much happiness. I love the kind things that we can do for others. I hope that you are having opportunities to do nice things for others. I hope that others have brought you some cheerfulness as well. Before we go down and get ready to dance today, there's a few things we'll need for our warm-up. Early on in our dancing days, Miss Tami had asked you one day to get some old socks. We need those old socks again, or some mittens, something that you can use to put on the floor, 6 or 7 of them. We also need a scarf and a book. Any book will do. And a shoe. So those are the items we need for our warm-up. At the end of our dancing day, we also need a small tissue to dance with. Tissue like we put in a gift bag, or even better, if you have coffee filters at your home, we need just one coffee filter. But if you don't have one, that's okay. Find a piece of tissue like this, it can be any color, and just cut it into a circle shape. All right, I'll see you very soon. Welcome back, my dancing friends. Let's get warmed up for our day. Let's go and get those socks that I asked you to find. We are going to put those in a zigzag pathway. So I have a sock here, zig, zag, zig, zag, zig, zag. Just dropping the socks every few inches. That will be the first part of our disappearing pathway, and we are going to go galloping through these socks, this way and that way. Galloping, 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 galloping. Then we will get our shoe. Did everyone get a shoe? Put that next in our pathway, and we will do a big jump over the shoe. So far we have galloping in a zigzag pathway, jumping over a shoe. Next in our pathway comes our scarf. And this is a part where we get to dance our own way. Miss Tami will give you a time for how long to do that. Then we set the scarf down and we finish off our pathway balancing the book somewhere on our body. Maybe on your knee and leg. Maybe on an elbow, maybe on your head, and you could even put your body into a balancing way. That is our pathway. It has 4 parts. Galloping in and out through the socks. Try this with me. Jumping over our shoe. Dancing with our scarf. And balancing our book in a shape to finish. After we have danced this pathway a couple of times, you will notice that I start to pick things up and make them disappear. I would like you to do the same thing with your objects that you're using. And we are going to use our memories to still dance that part without having our helper objects to help us remember. Is everyone ready? let's go find our starting place by the socks. Here comes our music, galloping. Here we go, galloping. Curving this way and that way. Big jump. Dancing with our scarf. Dancing your own way. Warming up our whole body. And set the scarf down. Come and find a way to balance the book. And find a finishing shape. Ready? Here we go again. Back to the start of our pathway. Go, gallop. Nice, my dancing friends. I love your energy. Big jump. Dancing with our scarf. Warming up those arms. And back. And legs. And set the scarf down and find a new way to balance your book and find a finishing shape and hold. Here we go, we're gonna make something disappear. The shoe. Take the shoe out of the pathway, but we're still going to use our memories to remember to jump at that part of the pathway. Ready? Here we go again. Memories and jump and dance. Oh, I love to really stretch my arms. And reach my legs. And twist my back gently. Curving it. And find stopping, finishing shape. Here we go. Let's make another piece disappear. The book. Off it goes. We'll still use our memories to balance there and gallop. What do we do here? Do you remember? Big jump and dancing. Remember? Imagine you're holding something on you, your book, to balance, and hold it, and rest. Let's make those socks disappear. Here we go. Gathering up the socks. Off they go. Memories. A galloping, and jump, dancing, balance in a finishing way. Here we go. Gallops. Make those curvy pathways. Big jump. Dancing with our scarves. Ooh, can you warm up your hips? Find your finishing way. I'm going to imagine my book is on my head. Hold it. Last item, here it goes. Use our memories. Last time, all your energy. Here we go. Good, my friends. Jump. And dancing your own ways. And find your finishing shape, like you're balancing that book, and hold, and rest. That was such good use of your memory in doing that repeated pattern. Way to go, boys and girls. Let's put our stuff out of the way, and I'll see you in just a minute. Boys and girls, let's come to the floor and do our stretching for the day. Let's make a peanut butter sandwich. Now remember, if you're allergic to peanut butter, you can choose to just use the jam. However, we are not using real peanut butter, so you can move along with us as well. I reach up in the cupboard. Oh, there it is. We have to stretch really high. Reach those arms, boys and girls, and get that peanut butter. Twist off the top and scoop into that peanut butter. Here's our bread, our feet, and slap, slap, slap it on our feet. Peanut butter all around, and peanut butter on this side. Peanut butter everywhere, slap, slap, slap. And put the lid back on, and put it back where we found it. Reach those backs and arms so high, we're almost there. Oh, close the cupboard. Let's put on some yummy strawberry jam. Let's open up the fridge. The jam is in the very back. We have to keep our pockets on the floor. So reach and stretch. Reach those arms all the way over your legs, almost there to the jam. Did you get it? Twist off the top and scoop into that jam and squeeze it, squeeze it. Squeeze it on the bread. Make sure you're squeezing all the parts of your foot. Very good, boys and girls. And squeeze it on the other side. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Put the lid back on. And back where we found it. Big stretches over our legs. Reach, reach, reach. And let's put that peanut butter and jam sandwich together. And pull it in as close to your body as you can. Sitting up tall, tall, tall with your backs, and ready, poke in the belly button, poke. Make our backs very round and curving, and we're gonna stretch that head over to our feet and smell. Ooh, does it smell good or yucky? Yucky? If it smells yucky, can you make a low shape over your legs? If it smells good, make a high shape. Reaching up high with those arms and that back. Everyone find your shape. Very good. All right, back to our sitting way. We're going to do our stretches over to our knees. Sing along with me if you remember our song. I asked my mama for 50 cents to see the elephant climb the fence. Big stretches, boys and girls. He climbed so high, he touched the sky, and never came back till the 4th of July. Feet back together, pull them in close. I asked my daddy for 5 cents more to see the elephant climb the door. He climbed so low, stretch those legs out long, pointing toes, that he stubbed his toe. Oh, poor toe, can you wiggle that toe? Very good. And that was the end of the elephant show. Very good, my dancing friends. Let's wipe off that peanut butter and jelly. Oh, very good. Using our balancing way to be on our pockets, lift our feet up off the ground, use those tummy muscles, and criss-cross applesauce. Sit up very straight and tall. Boys and girls, I wanted to talk about something that all of us have each day, I hope. Water. We all drink water every day, and water is so good for us and such an important part of our lives. So I thought we could talk about the water cycle. I'm going to get my jar of water here. If I leave this jar sitting for a very long time, and then I come back and measure it, the water level will have gone down. That is because of evaporation. Can you all say evaporation, or to evaporate? When the water that's in our rivers and oceans and lakes is warmed by the sun, it changes from this liquid form into a vapor or gas and evaporates. Can we see that happening? Does the water evaporate In big, everyone find a big shape. Does the water go up, up, up in big shapes where we see it? No, it's very sneaky. It evaporates as tiny particles of gas. Can you all find a tiny shape with me, very small, and be very sneaky and quiet? When the water evaporates up high, it does not make a sound. So we have to be so quiet and so sneaky and so small. Here we go. We're going up. So quiet, so sneaky, so small, evaporating up, 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 higher and higher and highest. That is what the water does when it changes from liquid, like we drink, into gas. Let's all find a tiny small shape. And when you hear the music, you find different ways for your maybe arm or head or shoulder or foot to sneak from low to high, just the way that water does when it's warmed by the sun and it comes up, up, up into the air as it evaporates. Find our starting shape. Sneaky and quiet and small. Nobody can even see that water when it evaporates. Ooh, I'm going to do my elbow. Evaporating. How about our toes? Our whole body, sneaky and quiet, evaporating up, up, high, higher, highest. Keep trying other body parts, going up, up, up. Quiet, sneaky. And rest. Evaporation. Now once that vapor or gas gets up high, does it stay there forever? No. It starts to get colder and colder up there, and the water condenses. Those tiny vapors condense and start to form into droplets of water as it gets colder and becomes a cloud, and we can see those clouds. That is called condensation. Can everyone say condensation? Condensation. So those tiny vapors of gas get colder and colder, and they come together. And then we can see that in the clouds. So let's find ways for us to connect different body parts, just like those particles of the gas do, and to move as if we were in those clouds and getting to move through the air. Have you ever thought about dancing on a cloud? I have imagined that. Let's imagine we are dancing in those clouds. Here we go. Now the clouds are high, so we'll start up high, but you can change levels some to find those moving ways. Here we go. Condensation. Tiny vapors coming together. Here we go. That water has evaporated into the atmosphere, and it starts to get colder, and it starts to condense. Can you connect different body parts? And imagine dancing in those clouds. Maybe they are clouds that are really moving quickly. maybe it's a cloud that is staying in one place for a very long time. Condensation, forming those droplets of water, clouds moving through the sky. Beautiful boys and girls, all your own ways. Find a stopping, finishing shape in the clouds. Hold it. Ooh, condensation is a fun one. After so long, those clouds can't hold that water anymore. And what happens? It comes down. Precipitation. Oh my goodness, that's a big word. Let's try it together. Precipitation. What's a smaller word that we use for precipitation? Rain, or snow, or sleet, or hail. Those are the different ways that it comes down. Let's look at the idea of rain for right now. I love the sound of rain. Do you like the sound of rain? So maybe for this moving way, we could find ways to make raindrop sounds as we move and dance. Using our hands, our feet, our body parts together, or our body parts on objects in the room where we're at to make those rain sounds. Are we ready? Let's find our starting shape. You choose how you want to make your raindrop sounds. Here we go. And find your stopping shape. Ooh, that's so fun. Making music as we move. Precipitation. The last one that we will talk about today, the main basic 4 cycles of the water cycle are evaporation, condensation, precipitation, and collection. That's a little bit more of a simple word, collection. When that rainwater comes down, some of it collects back into the ocean and rivers and lakes. Some of it comes onto the ground and goes deep down into under the surface of the earth and becomes water for the plants. And some of it, when it's coming really fast especially, runs off of the earth and back into the river and lakes. Collection. So for this idea, you choose. Sometimes you might want to think about going deep, deep, deep into the earth to wait and be water for those flowers to grow, for our vegetable gardens to grow. But maybe sometimes, everyone try this with me, you want to roll down off the earth, back into the river, or the ocean, or the lake. Or maybe sometimes you are going to splash directly back into those oceans and rivers and lakes. So collection is where that water goes to once it comes to the bottom, has finished its travel from high to low. Are we ready? Find your starting shapes. Right back into those rivers and oceans, but sometimes running off down over the earth and back into the ocean or river or lake. Sometimes reaching deep into the earth to become water for those flowers to grow. Here you go. Keep doing your own ways for collection. Maybe right back into the ocean, splashing back in there. Maybe deep into the earth. Yes, boys and girls. So the trees can grow, the flowers, the grass, the vegetables. And sometimes hitting the earth so fast and hard and collecting and running off back into the ocean water. Yes, boys and girls, and find a stopping, finishing shape. Very nice, boys and girls. Let's see if we can put all of those ideas together. Evaporation, condensation, precipitation, and collection into one dance. Find your starting shapes. Here we go, my dancing friends. Evaporation, quiet, sneaky, and small. We don't even see this happening outside. Condensation, those tiny vapors coming together. Moving in those clouds. Precipitation. Rain coming down. Collection. Some running off into the water, the lakes and oceans. Some going deep into the earth. Here we go again, my friends. Evaporation. Sneaking quiet. That rain, that water turns to gas. Sneaking up, 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 up. Moving in those clouds. Condensation. Water droplets getting colder, coming together. Oh, and the clouds say, it's too much to hold. Down it comes, precipitation. Rain coming down. And collection. Deep into the earth. Sometimes splashing into the oceans and rivers. Or running off. And find your stopping shapes. Boys and girls, you just danced the water cycle. I wanted to show you my drum. My drum I use is in the shape of a circle. The water cycle is just like this circle. It goes and never stops. It evaporates, condenses, condensation, precipitation, collection. Evaporation, condensation, precipitation, collection. Evaporation, condensation, precipitation, collection. it never stops. Our water is always moving in that cycle. That's why I had us dance it just now at least 2 times, because it does not have a start or an end. It's always going, going, going. Boys and girls, we are starting to run short on time today, so I'm going to quickly show you this art project idea. And then next time I see you, we will use this as part of our dancing day. I have my water here. You don't need to go and get watercolors right now. Some of you might not have watercolors at home, and if that's so, that's okay. You could use markers or crayons or even colored pencils. When snow falls as precipitation, it is beautiful white, and I love white snowfalls. But I've always thought it would be so beautiful if those snowflakes could be a rainbow of colors. So we are going to make our own rainbow snowflakes. When you do this later, take your coffee filter or the tissue that you found and you can cut it into a circle. We want to get it very wet, so we're going to just dip it into our water and leave it quite wet, and then put it onto a hard surface. I am on carpet here. I probably should not do this on the carpet so I don't get any paint on it. But to show you, I will stay here and just be very careful. I have a couple of these stuck together right now. And then I put it on my hard surface. Oops, that's what Miss Tammy's going to show you in a minute. And then I use my watercolors. If you have watercolors, those will work best. And I am going to choose different colors, getting it really wet so that it will kind of stretch out into the wet paper. And I can draw my own patterns. I can use all different colors or just a couple of colors. You get to make all those own choices. You can do lines or splashes of color, and decorate it however you'd like. Then you need to be so patient and wait for it to dry. If I pick it up right now, those colors will start to run and they will change the pattern I wanted. So I wait for it to dry. And when they're done, I have a rainbow snowflake. This is a beautiful rainbow snowflake my daughter Gracie did last night. Here's one that I did last night. And I want you to watch how these move when I let them go. Whoa, do you see the way they dance through the air, spiraling and twirling? And those are so fun to use then as we dance. So, when your parent or grandparent, whoever is taking care of you, whoever watches over you, has some time to help you do this art project, will you prepare these? And then when I see you in our next lesson, in lesson 12, we will use our rainbow snowflakes. Goodbye now, my dancing friends. Find your shape. Our time is ending all too soon. Go out and explore, learn new things and help with chores. I'll meet you back right here real soon. Hi, thanks for watching. If your child enjoyed this, we'd love a thumbs up, and be sure to subscribe and click on the bell so you can always know when a new lesson is available. Also, please check us out on Instagram and Facebook. Happy dancing!